Is AAVE a good investment? Okay guys, so in this video we're going to talk about AAVE, one of my favorite Ethereum based tokens. So we're going to talk a little bit about the tokenomics, we're going to talk about some use cases, we're going to talk about DeFi. So if you guys enjoy my content, be sure to smash the red subscribe button and smash the like button as well, guys. It really helps me out. So let's get right into it. What is AAVE? So probably a lot of you guys are interested in DeFi. You're interested in things like NFTs. You're interested in flash loans and decentralized finance in terms of getting loans without having to go through banks. So AAVE is definitely one of the best projects that pushes this forward. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about AAVE. So AAVE has a market cap of $5 billion US with a circulating supply of 13 million AAVE with a total max supply of 16 million. So to give you guys a quick background on this token, it started out under the symbol LEND, and then they did a 100 to 1 or 1 to 100, I guess when you call it a reverse token split. So this token's been doing quite well. Okay, so it started out, as you can see here, AAVE is basically had this extremely high bullish run. It went as high as around the top of the bull market, went as high as 600, I believe about $650, something like that. Crashed back down here during the FUD by Elon Musk in China. Now it's settling back and right around the $400 resistance. So I'm going to tell you guys a couple of reasons why I'm so bullish on AAVE, why I hold some AAVE token to give you guys some long-term bullish projections. So if we take a look at AAVE, we can see that basically AAVE is an open source and non-custodial liquidity protocol for earning interest on deposits and borrowing assets. So as you can see here, AAVE uses Ethereum and Polygon. Okay, so they also use Polygon as an alternative. And you can see this is some of the coins that they basically support. So it's very simple, okay? All you need to do is you need to get like an Ethereum based wallet. So you can use MetaMask, you can use Coinbase wallet, and then you just hook up your wallet to the app, and then you can simply deposit, deposit collateral to earn yield, and then you can borrow as well. So one of the reasons why I think DeFi is going to be such a huge thing in the future is because more and more people are realizing that the banks are screwing us. Okay, in the bank you deposit your money, they pay you like 0.05 interest per year, which is basically nothing. And for you guys living in Europe, you guys are paying negative interest yields. Okay, so basically you put in money and then at the end of the year the bank's taking money from you. But with the difference with DeFi is that you can actually deposit. So you can actually deposit something like USDT coin. You can deposit USD coin, Gemini, and DAI, and these rates are far, far, far outperforming the banks. So I think a lot of people are going to start to wake up and realize, why am I keeping so much money in cash when I can simply use stable coins like DAI, Gemini Dollar, USD coin, and I can earn much higher yields. And also, there's been lots of, a lot of people that are desperate for loans right now, and the banks are turning them down. So they're looking for a decent alternative. This is only going to grow in the future, and I'm going to show you guys why this is growing. And we're going to take a look at a really cool website called DeFIPulse. So this site is called DeFIPulse, okay, DeFIPulse.com. You guys can check it out. I'm going to link to it in the description below. But basically what DeFIPulse does is it tracks the DeFi lending market. Okay, so you can see here total value locked. So total value locked is whenever you're getting a loan in crypto, when it comes to something like AAVE, which is an open source lending platform, or even if you guys are borrowing over at Celsius or BlockFi, you have to have collateral. And this is why I think crypto is much more sustainable money, because in the current system, the current fiat system, you can go out there and borrow a ton of money and don't have any collateral, because the dollar is not really sound money. Okay, it's just debt. It's like an IOU from the government. So that's why you're seeing so many millionaires, billionaires, people heading to trillionaire status, because there is no supply cap on the money. They just keep printing it, and there is no accountability. Okay, The good thing about crypto is that you have to put money in to get money out. So you can't just go to AAVE, you can't just go to BlockFi and say, hey, give me a bunch of crypto. They say, okay, well, if you want to borrow from us, you have to put some money in first. And then with crypto, they're not going to let you borrow too much that you can't afford. A lot of these companies, the max loan to value ratio will be like 50%, maybe 75%, but most of them cap it at around 50%. So you can't get in too much trouble. The worst thing you can do if there's a crash in the price, you just get liquidated out. You won't lose everything, and you won't be in crushing debt that you can't repay. So total locked value is basically all the amount of money that is locked into and deposited into the network, okay? And then AAVE is the most dominant token. So we're just using the same logic with crypto. Bitcoin is the most dominant token. Okay, whenever I'm looking at a market, I'm trying to find out which token is leading the charge. Because if a certain token is leading the charge, so for example, with crypto, it's Bitcoin. Okay, with DeFi, it's Ethereum. So you just want to, it looks like with smart tracks with proof of stake mechanism, it's going to be Cardano. Okay, so you're just trying to find out which token, which coin is leading the charge. And when it comes to DeFi lending, AAVE is leading the charge. So as you can see here, they're ahead of Maker, InstaDeapp, Curve, Compound, Uniswap, etc., etc. So AAVE has a pretty big lead, and that's one of the reasons why I'm holding the token. I'm just kind of using smart logic here. I just want the biggest horse in the race. So now let's talk a little bit about where DeFi has taken off over time. So as you can see here, we're taking a look at the all-time chart here. DeFi was basically a tiny market, okay? And ever since basically the pandemic, the amount of money locked into DeFi is absolutely skyrocketed. So as you can see here, just at this time last year, there was basically, just about 16 to 17 billion. Now that number's approaching almost 100 billion. So what we're going to see is the more and more people that are depositing funds, the more people are going to have to use the AAVE token, basically using it to stake and support the network. So a lot of people end up buying AAVE to earn yield on it. You can earn, if you stake your AAVE, you can probably earn around 6% on this website. I'm going to make a future video tutorial to show you guys how to stake. Also, there's some other platforms out there like Voyager. They pay you interest on your AAVE as well if you deposit your AAVE on their platform. Although you don't, you won't have the AAVE like the private key. But, a lot of these platforms, Voyager, Celsius, I've been using Voyager. I haven't had any problems with them. Pretty good company. They're publicly traded. They will pay you some yield. Okay, so those are a couple of options that you can use. AAVE is my favorite pick. And then another thing I love about AAVE is, of course, the scarcity. So it's very scarce. It's actually more scarce than Bitcoin. Even though the coin was distributed, obviously, through like an ICO, it's not mined like Bitcoin. It's extremely scarce, and usually in the crypto space, we usually see scarcer coins tend to move to much higher prices. A great example of this would be the scarcity of Bitcoin, which is 21 million tokens, versus scarcity of Cardano, which is 45 billion. So, of course, Cardano's doing great, but we're going to see Bitcoin's price obviously always be higher than Cardano due to its scarcity, and AAVE has a lot of scarcity built in. So that's it, guys. To wrap this video, I hope you guys enjoyed this content on my kind of analysis and of AAVE. So now I want to talk about a price prediction. So I'm so bullish on AAVE. I don't know necessarily if it's going to go much higher than Bitcoin, but I do like the trajectory that DeFi is going in. We just went from 17 to 100 billion. DeFi will probably hit, it looks like it's going to hit over $1 trillion in total locked value. Probably within a few years or so. I wouldn't even say until the end of this decade. So basically, as DeFi lending and total lock value goes up, so will AAVE. So that's basically the logic I'm using here. I am really bullish on AAVE. I really think that this coin could probably hit as high as $1,000 probably before the end of this bull run. I mean, we went to 65K on Bitcoin, and AAVE went to 650. So once Bitcoin hits 100,000, I expect AAVE to crack $1,000. And then I think over the next couple of years, we'll see 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, so on and so on. And I wouldn't be surprised if once DeFi lending becomes mainstream and a lot more people are looking for alternatives to banks, I wouldn't be surprised if AAVE was a $10,000 tokens. So obviously by then Bitcoin will probably be well into the hundreds of thousands, if not approaching $1 million. But I think AAVE is a great choice. I think it's another coin that can really run throughout this decade, guys. So be sure to check it out. So that's it to my video, guys. If you guys are interested in buying AAVE, you can buy it through Coinbase. Just click the link in the description below. That's where I buy most of my my coins. Coinbase is really awesome, guys. You can just simply click the link in the description below. If you guys need to sign up, create a Coinbase account. And then if you want to save on fees, make sure after you create your Coinbase account, make sure you download Coinbase Pro. You can use it on your phone or on your computer. Use the same login and password, and you can end up buying AAVE and saving a bunch of money on fees. Okay, it's much cheaper to buy with Coinbase Pro than it is Coinbase. So you use the same login, create a Coinbase account, then switch over to Coinbase Pro to save some money on fees. So that's it. Until next time, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Once again, please subscribe and turn on notifications bell to receive updates on more crypto investment ideas. So that's all I got, guys. Until next time. Take care.